nice to have it nice and calm and dry today. We've had the sun up this morning, it's been lovely. Have you had any damage done to your allotment or garden? We haven't been too bad here, apart from the roof tile blew off Doug's car. It damaged the side of the car. And the polytunnel not looking too bad. Let me show you. We managed to cover the polytunnel back over, but the zip's broken, and could do with a needle and cotton or something really to sew it back together again once the zip's on. So I'm just hoping it's not going to be really windy again tonight. Otherwise, goodness knows what it's going to look like tomorrow. But fingers crossed it'll hold. Well, the breeze blocks are still intact that Doug put there. The window boxes have fallen over, but that's no problem. I'll just pick that back up. But in the polytunnel there, a few of the things have fallen over. Right, let's go inside and see what the damage is. Well, it looks as if it's leaning to one side, and that's a bit dented there. Can you see that bar in the middle is a bit dented? The hanging baskets have gone to one side, but they're all right. That's okay, it's not too bad in here at all, really, considering what some people have had. Let's have a look over by there. Well, these poor sprouts have seen better days, but they're hanging on. You know, you never know. Might have a picking off them later on. Oh, my sorrel's fallen down, look. Oh. But, you know, still intact, fairly intact. This poor, oh God, I'll have to pick that up carefully. Well, I think I managed to save the sorrel. Those plants are looking a bit worse for wear, but never mind. This was basil growing in here, but I seem to have lost that. So I need to start off some more basil seeds. I found this cheeky caterpillar here. So I think I need to locate him elsewhere. This is the inside of the polytunnel. Wish I'd have brought a needle and cotton really. I could have sewn that, couldn't I, and fix the zip, but it's hanging on in there. Well, the plants have perked up since I watered them, thank goodness. Do you remember how that Mizuna was? But it's perked up nice now. The little jam lettuce have perked up a bit, but they're all overcrowded really. They need to be sorted out. And I'm really pleased with this parsley. Before I do anything else today, I think I need to sort out a few of these nets. They've come away there, see at the sides. There's not enough holding it down really, but I'll do my best. That's all you can do, isn't it? Do you remember me planting these spring bulbs in the wheelbarrow? They're looking lovely, aren't they? Look at those. I'm really chuffed with how they're coming up. Just pull that bit of grass out. Just got to show you these. Look, broccoli. Oh, my broccoli's coming. I'm so excited about that. The net's all sorted now. Well, this is thawed out now, thank goodness. Oh, that might be handy. Might have the compost heap. I think I might do that down a compost heap. Anyway, strawberries along here that I planted the other day. They seem to have survived, but the shed's blown down there, so I will pick that up, I think. The ground has thawed out lovely. And it's quite warm today. Well, when I say warm, a lot warmer than it has been. And I did set out some strawberries. Fingers crossed, they seem to be okay. So I put some strawberries there. I haven't put them in yet. But my plan is to put as many strawberry plants as I can here. Oh, excuse me a minute. A cat's just gone in the polytunnel. Let's go and shoo him out. I don't want him weeing everywhere. Oh, he's gone in the corner there somewhere. Come on, kitty, out you go. Come on. That's right. Go and catch some rats. Anyway, as I was saying, there's lots of strawberries dotted around both plots. There's some left up there. There's still some over on the a Feel Good Garden plot 1 to dig up. So I'm going to try and plant as many strawberries as I can here. I don't care if they're overcrowded, because my theory is the more strawberry plants we have, the less the weeds will grow and the less weeding I've got to do. Good idea? Anyone else done that? Genius. Everything's genius, isn't it? Oh, I don't know. Anyway, let's get on with it. Oh, I don't think this is a good idea to plant them like this. My back's going to be aching. I think I need to get a stool or a kneeling pad. Right, be back in a sec. Right, these ones are a little bit spaced out, but what I'll do, as I get more strawberry plants, I'll just go in amongst them. Let's try this. Oh, it's better. Right, there's 2 or 3 there. So we'll put one by there. One by there. Do you know this strawberry moving exercise we've been doing for ages? Makes you feel good when you finally get round to doing it, doesn't it? Right, let's move on down. Right, I've planted all the strawberries here, but there's still loads more strawberries to plant, which I'm going to pick up from the dirt afterwards. But in the meantime, time for a cuppa, time for a tea break. These strawberry plants were hanging about on the plot, so I've gathered them together and I'm going to be picking out the dead leaves while I'm sat having a cuppa, and then I'm going to put them in the polytunnel, and hopefully then we'll have some early strawberries. This is a working cuppa. Oh, I'm going to pick off these dead leaves. Probably easier to put on the table, but I don't want to dirty my table. Oh, I don't want to bend over either. I'm sure I got a solution to that. Right, I got myself a bucket, and there we are. That makes life easier. If I stand that on the bucket, then I haven't got to bend down. Working cuppa. Cheers. I've noticed these strawberry plants have got spots on them, on the leaves, and just checked on Google. I think it's a fungal disease. I just thought it was a natural thing in the winter, but I don't think I'm going to be putting them in the polytunnel. I think I'll leave them outside and see if I can get rid of the leaves and see if I can save the strawberry plants. If not, as you can see, I got plenty of others. Shame though. Are you like me, easily distracted when you're down the allotment? You come to do one job and you end up doing lots of other different little jobs. Well, what happened, I was sat there having a cuppa, and like I usually do, you know, I'm looking at seeing all the bulbs coming up along here, and then I noticed some weed, so I've been weeding it. Then I noticed there was some aquiledias in the pot there that's not really doing anything, so I thought, oh, why don't I plant those? Let me show you what I've been up to. Right, I planted that heap there that was in the pot, and I've already got some aquiledias coming up, see there and there. So I planted a few more. I planted that one there, that one there, and that one there. So I don't claim this is weed free, but it's better than it was. So that's a pot I've taken them out of, so I need to plant something else in there now, I guess. I noticed there's a lot of dead flowers on this hebe, so I thought I'd chop them all off and allow some more to grow, and it'll help it to bush out as well. Right, you could take cuttings off this if you just snap off the dead ones like that, and then Let's have a look. Make sure there's nothing flowering. Looks like there's a bud on there. So if you just cut underneath, take off those leaves, cut underneath like that. Just leave a few leaves on the top. And there we are, you've got your cut in there, look. So you just put that in the soil and fingers crossed it'll root. That's how I did all the others like that. Well, that hole is back again. So either the coffee grinds didn't work or he's fled. So let's cover it back over and stick some more coffee grinds there. Right, I'm going to cover this back over now. And what I'm going to do is put the coffee grinds on the top. And then if there is another hole there, obviously the coffee grinds didn't work. But, you know, it is worth a go, isn't it? So these are some, oh God, look at the state of them. They're old coffee grinds. They've gone all mildewy. Oh God, I wouldn't want to go in and out of there with the state of that. They've gone all mildew, look, from where they've been in the Polytunnel. They've been in there for yonks. Don't even look like coffee grinds now, do they? Right. You'll certainly be able to see the hole if he comes out of there. But hopefully, if nothing happens, then he's gone. I'll report back. Just checking how much bark is there, ready for when we do our pathways. Well, it's a glorious sunny day today. And I thought, well, it's nice. I'll come over here and I'll sew up the polytunnel. And I forgot to bring my sewing kit. But in the shed, by chance, I had some elastic and these plastic sewing needles. And I thought, well, let's give it a go. And I've just made a little start on the inside. I'm going to have to do most of it on the inside, I think. And it seems to be working. And because it's elastic, it will give a bit. So hopefully that'll take pressure off the cover. So let's give that a go anyway. Well, sorry to say, the coffee grinds didn't work that I put there, so not a good exercise. Anyone trying coffee grinds, they don't work for whatever's under my shed. I'll have to think of another method. Any ideas? Let me know. So this is the inside where I've started to sew. I don't know whether you can see that with the sun coming through. I've done like I think it's a blanket stitch they call it. So I'm just going to carry on with that now and see how far I can get down there. Oh, it's really warm in this polytunnel. I've had to take my coat off. Makes a nice change after all that cold weather though, doesn't it? So I've left the elastic nice and long. And then I'm just putting it through there. And then pulling it through like that. So I'm not sure if you can see that on the video, but quite big stitches. But there is a bit of give in it now with elastic. And I'm just putting it through the holes that's already there. So I'm not making any new holes at all. Well, if I can help it anyway. Well, at least it's closing the gap up a bit, isn't it? So I'll see how far down I can get. Well, I've just done as much as I can now. Doug wants it left open anyway for the air to come in and go back out again. So let's go and have a cuppa. And that's what it looks like from the outside. I brought some kitchen scraps that a friend have been saving for us. And I think that's a better idea because she was giving them to us in a plastic carrier bags. She's given them to us in one of these recycling, well, when I say recycling, a bag that you can reuse from the supermarket. And I think that's a great idea because I can wash this and I can give it back to her. And then if she's got any more kitchen scraps and she wants to give us, then, you know, that'd be great. We can give this back and forth. That'd be fab, wouldn't it? Now, anyway, looking at this compost heap now, let me show you. I think we've just been feeding the rats. Do you think it's really worth doing this compost just to feed the rats? Because I'm thinking, what's the point? It keeps dropping down, and I'm thinking, oh, it's doing its job, you know, all breaking down. No, I think the rats have been eating it all. Look, let me show you. I'm showing you these containers because they were in the shed when we took the plot over. Plot 1 that was. And we've kept them because we thought they might come in handy, but we've not used them. So any ideas, folks? Do you remember this bird feeder I made? Well, it served its purpose. Saw the robin feeding on them many times, but with all the rain, it keeps filling up with water. So I think I need to come up with another plan. I've got some juice bottles at home, so I'll see if I can make one that's a little bit more waterproof. Yeah, sounds like a plan. Came over yesterday and Danny was over here and he filled the hole back in. But looking at that, there's not been much activity. The hole is not as big as it was, only a little slight indentation. So I'm going to cover it back over. There we are, I've covered it back over. So I'm going to have another look tomorrow, because it could be that those coffee grinds are actually working. Whereas I didn't think they were. I think they might be. Ooh, fingers crossed. Do you know what? I put this purple sprouting broccoli from Johnny, I put it in a bucket of water in freezing temperatures, which although it seemed like a good idea at the time, well, it obviously wasn't, was it? But having said that, it survived, and look, it looks fab. It looks like it's always been there, doesn't it? So there was a couple of little dead leaves on the bottom, so I've taken those off, and some of them had holes in them. Taken those off, and it looks fab, doesn't it? Fingers crossed. We might even get some purple sprouting broccoli off it. Woohoo! Do you remember I was looking for a lid for this compost bin? And thank you everyone for the suggestions. I did take them on board. And look, Danny found us this lid and it fits perfectly. The only thing is, it's not secure if we have a gust of wind. So there's already some holes either side there and on the other side. So when Doug gets round to it, he's going to drill some holes in there, put a cable tie and secure it that way, so we can still open and close it, but it won't blow away in the wind. So that'd be great. The rats having a field day. Look at these rat runs. There's a hole and it runs along here and another deep hole there. Oh, yikes. Now I'm a bit of a lazy composter. I layer it, I put the kitchen scraps on and leaves, cardboard, and what else do I put on? Ah yes, the dirty hamster sawdust from a cage, and I just layer it, but I've never turned it over. There's a bit of a rat run going on, so I'm going to give it a fork, and I'm hoping that they'll just go and find a home somewhere else. It keeps going down and I'm thinking, is it shrinking or just doing its job? Or is it because all the rats are eating the food? Got my wheelbarrow, got the trowel. I'm just going to pick through the this ground that Doug dug up from there, which contains the strawberries. So yeah, put them in the wheelbarrow, and then when I get round to it, then I'll plant them. But for now, I think I'm just going to pick up all the strawberries. Some of them they're looking a bit dried up. Looks like mint there. Nice big bit of mint. actually. I think I'll dig up the strawberries so I can see as I go along as well. This bed is a job for another day too. It's a shame really, but all these strawberry plants went to waste last year because nobody really bothered with this allotment. I'm sure we'll make up for it this year though. Are you like me to get easily distracted when you're down on your allotment? You come down to do one thing, right? I thought today I'm going to focus on the strawberries. And then I do a bit of weeding. And you know, I was half tempted to do a bit more weeding. Oh, I thought that was a strawberry. It's a buttercup. Oh, God. The trouble with these is they've been lying here now for about a week since Doug dug this up. And some of them are looking worse for wear, but hopefully they'll come back okay. We'll give them a chance anyway. I'm hoping these are going to be nice strawberries. The ones that were on our allotment on the plot 1 were lovely last year. Really nice strawberries. So I'm hoping these are going to be nice as well. But I won't know which is which because I'm planting them all together. But there you go. I like to have a surprise. Oh. Are you more organised? Or do you like surprises like me? Right, I think it's not full like the wheelbarrow was the last time. But I think what I'll do, I'll be a good girl now, lay those out over there and plant them. And then next time I can come down, I can plant the rest because there's other things I want to be getting on with today. I'm Linda and this is the Feel Good Garden.